Hello, and thanks to our organizer and so on. I'm quite impressed both of the messages from the previous speaker, but they also keeping the time. When I saw 10 minutes, I got frightened. I never speaking so short in my life.
You now have 14.
Thank you. What's the Securities Dealers Association in Sweden? We represent banks and securities firms active in the securities market, but we are also very, very active in a close cooperation with the or other Nordic Securities Dealers Association. So in one way, you can say that my points are the same for the Nordic region here, and my points are from a clearing member's view and even indirect clearing member. The first one is that in one way, the proposal on the table of the European Parliament and the Council is a little bit of a blueprint of the resolution and recovery for banks. Our point there is that we think that the unlikely event of a CCP in trouble will be can be a quite different situation. My guess is that if there is some members going default in problem and so on, and the CCP is in distress, the recovery and resolution will be, time for recovery and resolution and taking decision will be just maybe 48 hours or something like that. That means to take the necessary decision to keep the financial stability goals and so on. That means that the decision-making procedures has to be very efficient. And I'd be a little bit scared when I read about this college and everybody discussing with everybody. So that's one point. Otherwise, I mean, our members have some. The first one, we really don't understand why claim members should pay for non-default losses in a CCP. If the CCP is mismanaged, for example, there is some business activities that have not succeeded, why should the claim members pay for that? We should propose to have a difference between default losses and non-default losses. I mean, of course, in a crisis situation, you can see the situation that the clear members should pay up, but not generally in the recovery situation and so on. Here's easy to write like the liabilities of clearing members should be predictable and limited, and you know that the world is not that like, especially in a situation when we have a financial crisis with the CCPs in crisis and several clearing members probably defaulting. But the aim must be that the clearing member can analyze their situation, have a chance to see what's coming out of the crisis. We are extremely skeptical, not extremely skeptical, this is the wrong word, but skeptical to some of the recovery tools, because they have to be handled with care in a crisis situation, like variation, margin, higher cutting, and other such things. They can worsen the situation when we are in a financial crisis. And some of the suggested, like initial margin haircutting, is, in my opinion, giving absolutely the wrong message. Just get away from the CCP as fast as possible. And that is not the message we have. So the message is to avoid, as far as possible, uncertainty, because in a financial crisis, which obviously will be the situation if a CCP is in crisis, to as much as possible to avoid, because so the members can have a possibility to assess the risk here. Uncertainty about the use of, for example, recovery tools and so on, can instead create severe problems in a financial crisis. That people have said before, there is a need to have a close cooperation between the resolution authority for the banks who is in resolution, been in default, and the resolution authorities for the CCP. One thing maybe some of the lawyers here can explain to me, I have some problem when I read it. The resolution and recovery for banks is a directive which have been with member states implementation in their own way. And here comes this as a regulation. And what does that mean in a crisis situation? Do you have to study every member state's implementation of a bank to see how this works in the resolution and recovery for CCPs? It's a bit tricky, I get. To finish off is that to say that in our opinion is the best thing to have or ensure that the CCP are enough capitalized high and good managed and have increased good supervision. That's the best way forward. And also some other speaker also said it, you have to keep the incentive for the clearance member to use the CCPs and to be active in their role in the recovery situation. And just to in Sweden always finish off with some saying of Oscar Wilde, and maybe it's very clear that he said sometimes that whenever people agree with me, I always feel I am wrong. I guess it's this in a situation as I am the only one here in this speaking for the members. Thank you.